Please all rise for the national anthems of Switzerland, the United Kingdom, the United States of America, and the Czech Republic. Please be seated. honored guests, Your Excellencies, ambassadors, graduates, colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, friends. On behalf of the President of the University of New York in Prague, and as Director of the institution, it is my privilege to convene the 12th commencement of the University of New York in Prague. Today, as ever, we celebrate both an end and a beginning. In this ceremony, we will confirm 186 bachelor's and master's degrees from graduates from 37 different countries. Each of these degrees represents a story of commitment, perseverance, dedication, and achievement. I would also like to extend a special welcome to our honored keynote speaker, Professor Simon Jarvis, Deputy Chancellor of the University of Greenwich, who is joining us in our celebration event today. I would also like to thank and greet the faculty and the staff of the University of New York in Prague, who have worked hard, really hard, all year to make this day a reality. Finally, and most importantly, we greet very warmly the families and friends of today's graduating students, as their contribution to the success of these students is beyond measure. You all deserve to be proud. Our ceremony will be opened with a short speech from our honored guest. He will be introduced by the chair of the Psychology Department of the University of New York in Prague, Mike Johnson.
Hello. Professor Simon Jarvis was appointed Deputy Vice Chancellor in 2009. He leads the university's academic development, including learning and teaching, the student experience, widening participation, international and European work, employer engagement, and collaborative partnerships. Professor Jarvis was previously Pro-Vice Chancellor at the University of Westminster, where his responsibilities included academic quality assurance and enhancement, and research and enterprise. Prior to this, he was Dean of Biosciences at Westminster and Professor of Biochemistry. He has also worked in the Department of Biosciences at the University of Kent at Canterbury and at the University of Alberta, Canada. His research has focused on improving the uptake of drugs into cells with benefits for the treatment of cancer and other diseases. Please welcome our keynote speaker, Deputy Vice Chancellor Jarvis.
As Deputy Vice Chancellor of the University of Greenwich, I would like to welcome you to this graduation ceremony. I am delighted to see so many graduands today, as well as their families and friends. Today, you, our new graduates, move out into the world of careers or further study. For many of you, this would have been much more difficult without the support of the families and friends who are represented here today. On behalf of the university, its governors, its staff, and the staff of the University of New York in Prague, I want to thank the families and friends for joining us today and for the support that they have given to our students. I and all the staff greatly appreciate it. Graduands, I also want to congratulate you on your success. No degree is achieved without hard work and in many cases sacrifice. I share your excitement and your satisfaction today. It is this dedication to achieving your award that will ensure your success as you go out to find your way in the wider world. We are living in a time of change. On a world scale, we see the growth of powerful new economies. shifts in global power and influence. New technology grows and affects our lives in ways we could not have predicted a few years ago. Our environment and our understanding of our place within it is moving rapidly. Change presents its challenges, but for you, this is a time of great opportunity. Intelligent, engaged, and above all qualified people are necessary to solve challenges and respond to change. Your studies have equipped you to do just that. Students graduating today from the university and its partners have been supported by excellent teachers, and we thank them for all the work they have done to challenge you, to inspire you to raise your aspirations and the expectations that they have for your success. According to the recent Sunday Times league tables, students at Greenwich are the most satisfied of all students in the 41 London-based universities. I have no doubt that the students studying here on the awards at the University of New York, Prague are equally satisfied. In conclusion, the qualification you achieve today equips you to what lies ahead. There may be some tough times, but do not be overwhelmed. Your degree is a passport to a rewarding career. Work hard, take the opportunities you find, and be sure that you will achieve this. Have confidence that you have the skills to rise to the challenges you face. We expect nothing less of our graduates. As you take this step towards your future, be confident, be inspired, be proud, be caring, and above all, aim high. On behalf of the University of Greenwich, the University of New York, Prague, and all the other institutions represented here today, I offer you heartfelt congratulations and wish you every success. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Jarvis. Now, UNYP graduates are entering the job market, as you probably all know, in particularly turbulent and interesting times. Whereas the substantial knowledge and skills acquired during their studies at the University of New York in Prague will help them to successfully start their careers and also be responsible citizens, it is more important than ever to consider how their career advancement can be coupled with the betterment of the societies that they will choose to live in. Having this in mind, it is with great pleasure that I invite Eric Best to provide some commencement remarks to our graduating class of 2012. Eric Best is a well-known political and economic commentator and journalist, and the publisher and the owner of the Fleet Sheet. Eric has lived and worked in the Czech Republic for more than 20 years, and he's an active member of the local business community. He has served for many years on the board of directors of the American Chamber of Commerce and is active in that group's efforts to forge stronger ties between US companies doing business in the Czech Republic and Czech government institutions. Eric comments regularly on Czech and US political developments in Czech media and is a frequent speaker on major conferences. Many of you may know him from his appearances on Czech television, from his commentaries in local newspapers, or from his daily The Final Word. So without any further ado, please welcome Mr. Eric Best. Eric.
Mr. President, Rector, Vice Chancellor, Your Excellencies, graduates, ladies and gentlemen. It's customary on graduation day for a speaker to address the graduates and to tell them how special they are, how well their education has prepared them for the life ahead of them, and to wish them well in their soon-to-be successful careers. We've heard some of these very enthusiastic words from Deputy Vice Chancellor Jarvis, and I'm very honored to be able to follow him. However, whenever I'm invited, that means someone usually wants to hear something a little different. It usually means that I should be a bit more blunt and a bit more frank about what is happening. The world situation, as has been mentioned, is not as rosy as it used to be, and succeeding in it is by no means as easy as it was before. Having a good education from an excellent school is not always enough. Well, it's ironic that an American should be asked to tell this to the graduates and to tell them how to prosper in this new environment. After all, we Americans were the ones who caused many of the problems now facing the world, with our endless wars, our fancy banking products that wreaked havoc on the markets, and our failure to exercise oversight of many of the institutions that were meant to protect freedom, democracy, and what we like to think of as the American way of life. All of this is now at risk, but for some reason there's still a tendency to ask the very people who caused all these problems to stand up in front of you and to explain to everyone what we should do to overcome these problems and to prosper in this new world. And in this respect, I say jokingly that I am perhaps the perfect person to tell you how to succeed in this new world. Well, I'm an American. I already mentioned that. So watch out. Don't take very seriously anything that I'm about to say. Second, I graduated from two or three of those East Coast U.S. universities that produced all of those bankers and journalists and all those people who caused all the problems. Third, I'm a journalist, and we know that journalists covered up these problems for years before finally coming out and explaining to us what is happening. Then I worked in investment banking for a while, actually with those very derivatives that caused all the problems, collateralized mortgage obligations. I also worked in real estate for a while, and we know it was the developers and the mortgage bankers who caused the problems that caused so many people across the globe to lose their homes. I think there's only one thing missing from my CV, otherwise I would be the perfect person to tell you how to prosper in this new world. I did not work for a rating agency. I'm joking, of course. The real reason I was invited to speak is I'm a bit of a rebel. I'm a person who has seen the errors of his ways, and I've become critical of what is happening in the world. 5 or 10 years ago, such criticism was not very welcome. But now, I and others like me are even occasionally asked to appear on television and to comment in the press on what is happening in the world. And the sad truth is that the world is not like it was, it is not the way we were told it is when we were growing up. We were taught, for example, that honesty is the best policy. But the events of the past several years have shown that this simply is not true. Well, at least for some people. Events have shown that those who lie, cheat, and steal often have the greatest success. And usually they're not punished. In fact, honesty, a good education, integrity, and hard work are sometimes barriers to entry. They're used by those on the inside to keep everyone on the outside from getting inside and having the same degree of success that they have been having. So in this environment, how is an honest, hardworking, well-educated person like those among us today to succeed in this environment where the only growth industry really is stealing from government budgets? How can you, as a fresh graduate, prosper in such a world? Well, you might have to make a choice at some point. You might have to decide whether to join these bankers, American bankers, of course. You might have to decide whether to join these lawyers and others in the interest of your career, to join those who have been causing these problems, or to become a sort of dissident. For those of you who are Czech, it might be a bit like the decision some of your parents had to make when they were deciding whether to enter the Communist Party. I'm not going to tell you what decision to make. I understand it's not so black and white. If success is dependent on joining those who look at things differently, I can understand why it would be very attractive to join them. All I can tell you is that although the world is still very much controlled by such people, and although conforming to their belief system can be very, very profitable, there is growing room in all fields for dissidents and rebels who say, I do not want to live that way. There is room for people who stand up and object to what is going on in the world. And sometimes these people sleep better at night. So as you make your calculations and your plans for the future, don't look at just the monetary opportunities. Look also at ways to make a real difference in the world, and in a world that is very much different from the one you were expecting when you started your studies. Thank you for your attention, and best of luck in the choices you make.
Thank you very much. I have something for you as well. Thanks. Thank you, Eric. It has been a tradition of the University of New York in Prague to recognize and award some of its faculty each year for outstanding teaching and academic contribution to the institution. I would
graduating today have worked very hard to achieve it. They have not been alone. Families and friends have been supporting them. But there is another group of people that have been crucial for their success, the faculty members. The instructors have challenged and motivated, sometimes in a bit painful way, for the students to do their best, and they have contributed to the long journey that a bachelor program is. Students always remember their best professors, some of the bad too, because they help them to be what they are. Also instructors remember their students and feel proud of their achievements. I would like the entire UNYP faculty who are with us today to rise and be recognized for their great job. At this graduation, we continue with the tradition of honoring our faculty members for their academic excellence, dedication to the institution, and the support provided to our students. This year, we are recognizing 2 of our faculty members. The first of our awards, the Award in Excellence in Research and Scholarship, goes to Peter Svagulis, member of the Department of Mass Media and Communication at the University of New York in Prague. He is original from Latvia, and he joined our university in the year 2006. Currently, he is engaged in researching hate speech in public discourse. Unfortunately, he is not able to be with us today because he is in Wales defending his PhD dissertation, but his daughter Anne will be receiving the award on his behalf. The second of the awards, the award in the recognition of excellence in teaching, goes to Ciaran Kelly, member of the Department of Business Administration. He was born in the United States and joined the University of New York in Prague in the year 2008 and has a wide experience in the corporate world. He has a great talent engaging with the students, and he has consistently been one of the instructors with a higher score in the students' evaluations.
I would also like to thank our faculty who has done a terrific job this year and have been helping a lot of our students, and I'm sure that our students are appreciating that. Now, it has also been a tradition at the University of New York in Prague to award the best department of the university in terms of the service to the institution, its community, and its students. And I would like to invite Shana Alge, who is the chair of the English Language and Literature Department, to say a few words and present the award.
Hello, everyone. The university annually recognizes a department for its outstanding service to the academic community. Undoubtedly, adjusting to life in Prague can be highly challenging. Apart from the priority of studying for their respective degrees, students require extracurricular assistance in order to not only survive, but also thrive during their stay in Prague. Finding safe accommodation, organizing student visas, negotiating discounts at student-frequented outlets, and highlighting the city's diverse attractions are tasks that require high levels of organizational skills, energy, attention to detail, great patience, enthusiasm, and above all, diplomacy. Accommodating such a diverse group of students complicates these challenges. The department honored this year plays a crucial and continual role in the orientation and integration of all students into both the university's community and Prague. The ceremony of the campus that we share in today began in part with the efforts of the two colleagues whom we honor with the Department Award, the university's Student Affairs Coordinators, Jitka Kozhankova and Petra Shenkova.
I would like now to invite Evelyn Welsh, the director of the programs of Empire State College of the State University of New York in Prague, to say a few words. And Evelyn, I know that you had a minor accident. I hope you're going to be able to walk. And the students are very good at working with you.
Hello, everyone. It is with great pleasure that I stand here before the graduates of 2012, and in particular, the graduates of Empire State College, State University of New York. Welcome. Congratulations to you all. You've worked very, very hard to reach this day, and the reward is not only yours, but it belongs to those who stood beside you, supported you throughout your studies, your families, your loved ones, your professors, and those around you that helped to make this possible. You will leave today richer in knowledge, spirit, and determination. You will embark upon new roads, one that will offer you many choices, for which I hope we have prepared you well. As you follow your dreams, remember your friends. They will remain with you for life. They are those that will support you and will stand by you. You will go off to many corners of the world that call you, through professional appointments, through graduate study. And to say that we are proud does not begin to truly reflect how strongly we feel about the success that you have worked so hard to achieve. I wish you well and hope that you will return to share your joys and your accomplishments. Stay in touch. We love hearing from you, and I shall miss each and every one of you. Give yourselves an applause. And now it gives me great pleasure to introduce Dr. Hugh B. Hammett, Vice President for External Affairs and Executive Director of the Empire State College Foundation, State University of New York. Dr. Hammett came to Empire State College in 1978, and he has held interim appointments as Provost, Vice President for Academic Affairs, Vice President for Educational Technology, and most recently as President for Enrollment Management and Student Services. As a scholar and professor, he worked his way through the ranks, holding appointments at Virginia Tech, Ithaca College, and the Rochester Institute of Technology. Trained as a historian of United States foreign relations, he received his PhD at the University of Virginia in 1969. Please join me in offering a warm welcome to my friend and colleague, Dr. Hugh Hammett.
President Futsis, distinguished colleagues of the faculty and staff, our student graduates, and your families. Speaking at a graduation ceremony such as this requires special responsibility and great humility. While the speakers get most of the time and attention in front of this group, the real spotlight ought to be on you, on our student graduates, and then on your family and friends who have supported your hard work and academic success. And so, this ceremony is not about anything that I or my distinguished, handsomely robed colleagues on the stage may say. It's about you, about the students whom we recognize today, your struggle, the discipline that it took, the uncounted hours that you invested, and the joy of achieving challenging goals that you're now realizing. As we know, the word commencement is synonymous with graduation. It is a word that has the connotation of new beginnings, of starting out fresh. For some of you, this celebration may be the start of something new, maybe even something big. You may have lined up a new job. You may still be looking. Maybe you hope for a promotion at work, or even a change of career. Maybe you just want to feel better about yourselves and about this accomplishment. Anyway, you needed to earn this important educational credential, a university diploma, to start fresh. And so as you look and go forward, we wish you well and Godspeed. Now, others of you may not see today as a commencement, a beginning at all. You may see it as a conclusion. You worked long and hard to get this far, not having a university degree hung over your head like a dark cloud. And now you've made it. And your natural reaction may be, thank heaven that's over with. You may want to take a breath, sincerely congratulate yourself, and reflect on where you want to go next before you set out on any new beginnings. And then for still others of you, the celebration today may represent a milestone, an important marker along the road that you've made great progress, but that you still have some distance to travel. You have long-range plans, hopes, dreams, and so for you today is a time to reaffirm your commitment to realizing those dreams too long deferred. Now, as some of the other speakers have said, You are receiving your degree at a time when Europe and America are suffering from economic recession. Everywhere good jobs are hard to come by, and as we know from history, jobs come and jobs go. What you have received, however, in this college program, and what is constant, are the learning skills, the habits of mind, the intellectual curiosity, the ability to think together and work with others, and a broad tolerance and appreciation for other cultures. These are the qualities that make for employability. So please do not feel discouraged or demotivated as new or old areas of employment emerge or evolve. If you approach them with persistence, creativity, and resilience, you will be ready for any challenge or any opportunity. And so we offer you the most sincere congratulations on your graduation, whether it's a beginning, a conclusion, or a milestone. The writer Ari Pinkovici put it nicely. He said, graduation is only a concept. In real life, every day you graduate. Graduation is a process that goes on until the last day of your life, and if you can grasp that, you will make a difference. In fact, all of us are counting on you to make a difference. Congratulations. And it now gives me great pleasure to introduce to you the valedictorian for Empire State College, Xiao Qinling, from the People's Republic of China. The valedictorian represents a student who has earned the highest grade point average resulting from her academic studies. And so we are pleased to present to you Ms. Ling today, who will speak for all the bachelor students graduating from the university.
Dr. Hammett, President Futsis, distinguished guests, faculty, administrators, parents, friends, and fellow students. When I was asked to deliver the valedictorian speech, I was surprised and then excited. I was thinking about what I would say and share with you. Then I decided to follow the old-fashioned way and give acknowledgments first. I'm honored to represent all the bachelor's degree graduates from Empire State College and the University of New York in Prague, and to thank our professors and mentors for imparting knowledge to us and offering us a supportive learning environment. I would like to thank all our family members and friends for giving us their unending support. I would especially like to thank my family and my boyfriend, who have provided me with lots of encouragement so that I could concentrate on my studies. Without their support, I could not have completed my 4 years of studies so successfully, nor stand before you today. Last year, my friend graduated from this university, and I came here to her graduation. As a guest, I admired all the graduates, but felt like an outsider. It was a very long ceremony, and it wasn't my day. But today, I have a totally different feeling, as I think most graduates must have. I hope it will not end too quickly. I want to join the excitement to admire and cheer ourselves, at least for today, because we are graduating. So let me congratulate all the graduates and to say that you are the best. Our 4 years of study were not easy. We were expected to finish assignments, give presentations, cooperate with our classmates, do group projects, take exams, quizzes, and complete the time-consuming, rigorous thesis, all demanding, yet rewarding. As a student in the past 4 years, it was a different experience for me and I'm sure for other students. I'm not a confident person and the academic life here was quite different from that in my high school. That is, participation in classroom and teamwork is highly appreciated. In my first year, I worried that I would fail some courses, so I tried my best to do everything relevant to the study so as not to fail any studies. Unexpectedly, not only did I pass, but I became an honor student, obtaining high academic achievement. I would say to you, never give up. Nothing is impossible. Today, at the graduation ceremony, most of us will start to review what the past 4 years of study have taught and given us, what the unforgettable memory was, and to imagine or anticipate our future. The 4-year education might have been a painstaking or a happy memory for us, no matter which one we might have judged it to be. We definitely have gained something from it, whether good or bad. The most important lesson that I have learned was teamwork. We are from different cultural backgrounds. We have learned how to cooperate and to form a team, to finish a project which may have seemed difficult because conflicts might emerge. However, it was also an advantage to generate innovative ideas in situations of diverse cultures. The focus on teamwork has taught me how to form an effective team, develop synergy, and reach team goals, which are skills necessary for our future careers. Years from now, when we are asked to recall these 4 years, what will come to our minds? Some of us will remember the first party, the first class, the favorite teacher, the strictest professor, or the boyfriends or girlfriends met at the university. Oh, the memory may be a little academic. Some might still remember the definition of certain terms from economics, finance, or a number of calculus formulas. Or some may not wish to recall that period just because of too many sleepless nights and deadlines for submitting homework. Hopefully, we will not forget too much, nor forget too quickly. This is not an end today, but a beginning. Whether we choose to continue our study or to begin our professional careers, let us not give up learning. Our lives in the future will not be graded as A, B, or F. We can freely choose our directions, but we must be responsible for what we do. My dear graduates, I wish you all a lot of success, confidence, and happiness in your future study, work, and lives. Thank you.
And we're delighted to thank you for those remarks and to present the valedictorian award to Xiao Chenling.
Thank you, Sao Chin Lin. Ladies and gentlemen, the conferring of the bachelor degrees will now follow. University of New York in Prague, tradition has it that the names of all graduating student names, undergraduate and graduate, are read out by our longest standing faculty member, Dr. Elena Fialova. They will be awarded by Hugh Hammett and Evelyn Wells from ESE.
The major Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Science in Business Administration and International Economic Relations, the following students: Olga Daniukova, Russia. Maya Humbatova, Azerbaijan. Diana Jarshinská with honors, Slovakia. Chi Pham Thi Queen, Vietnam. Artur Alexandrovich Cymbaliuk, Belarus. Bachelor of Science in Business Administration will be awarded the following students: Arsen Abildayev, Kyrgyzstan; Alua Alpizbayeva, Kazakhstan; Huai Huong Dang, Vietnam; Maxim Dunin, Russia; Alena Dvořáková, Czech Republic; Anton Golovastikov, Russia; Ondřej Hájek, Czech Republic; Orkan Husseinli with honors, Azerbaijan; Dominika Kmeťová with honors, Slovakia; Helena Kroftová with honors, Czech Republic; Shan Chin Lin with honors, China; Anna Loskutova with honors, Russia; Jakub Měkota, Czech Republic. Zdeněk Peške, Czech Republic. Tibor Ruider with honors, Czech Republic. Nelly Šarapova, Russia. Karina Šavalejeva, Kazachstán. Tomáš Slavkovský, Czech Republic. Zuzana Smoleňová with honors, Slovakia. Andrea Smolíková, Czech Republic. Ondrej Ščurka with honors, Slovakia. Lukáš Balo, Slovakia. Jekaterina Varcava, Russia. Jiří Zeman, Czech Republic. Denis Žuk, Ukraine. Aneta Zoldová with honors, Czech Republic. In the major Bachelor of Arts in Communication and Mass Media, the following students will be awarded: Michaela Baginová, Slovakia. Lucie Čadová with honors, Czech Republic. Petr Čížek, Slovakia. Daniela Demerin, Croatia. Bája Zagnidze, Georgia. Nikol Hamrlíková, Czech Republic. Barbora Chromečková, Czech Republic. Sanja Ilič, Croatia. Věra Popova with honors, Russia. Tereza Řeháková, Czech Republic. Petr Stejskal, Czech Republic. Viviana Strelecká, Slovákia. Andreas Stylianou, Cyprus. Eva Šlajsová, Czech Republic. Lucie Úblová, Czech Republic. Jakub Valda, Czech Republic. In the major Bachelor of Arts in International Economic Relations, the following students will be awarded. Katarina Civáňová, Slovakia. Vinicius de Oliveira Salvi, Brazil. Ladislav Falber, Czech Republic. Nikola Gašníková, Czech Republic. Aneta Hlavsová with honors, Czech Republic. Karel Matsura, Czech Republic. In the major Bachelor of Arts in Psychology, the following students will be awarded. Teresa Nicole Grubrová, United States of America. Brian Patrick Hamby with honors, United States of America. Dominika Valentová, Slovakia.
Will the Empire State College students please stand, the graduates? And I have these special words for you. Under the authority vested in us by the Board of Trustees of the State University of New York, and with the concurrence of the faculty of Empire State College, I hereby confer upon you the degree which you've earned, with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities accorded these degrees throughout the world. Congratulations.
Please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, the conferring of the European Bachelor's in Business Administration degrees will now follow. They will be awarded by Kevin Capuder, the chair of the Business Department at the University of New York in Prague, and of course, Elena Fiala.
The degree in the European Bachelor in Business Administration program will be awarded to the following students. Asem Akuli, Kazakhstan. Ilona Bartušková, Czech Republic. Michaela Benátčanová, Czech Republic. Radomír Doležal, Czech Republic. Alexandre Erlacher, France. Petros Galatis, Cyprus. Merab Giorgiobiani, Georgia. Evagoras Leonidou, Cyprus. Aigerim Maďarová, Kazachstán. Fidan Mahmudova, Azerbajdžán. Sixtine Marie Morizot, France. Lukáš Porubský, Czech Republic. Andrew David Slezak, United States of America. George Scanty, Georgia.
Thanks, Kevin. As you probably all know, the University of New York in Prague prides itself with offering one of the best English language MBA programs in Prague and the region, attracting many successful participants from the professional world. The MBA program leads to a University of New York degree or to a double degree awarded by the Institute Universität Kurt Borch in Switzerland and the University of New York in Prague in the Czech Republic. I have the great pleasure to invite the special academic representative of IUKB LSG Business Programs, Claude Varley, as an honored guest to deliver a short graduation address. Claude.
Děkuji. Excellencies, Mr. President, FTSIS, Mr. General Manager, Honorable Dean, Honorable Rector, dear professors and colleagues, dear parents, dear friends, and obviously dear students. It's a great honor and pleasure for me to represent IUKB and the Lemania Group of Schools this afternoon at your graduation ceremony. I've been teaching at UNYP since 2004, and it's always with great pleasure that I come back to Prague, such a beautiful city where, being myself a music lover, I can listen after classes to some great chamber music in little chapels and museums, and where I've discovered some fantastic jazz musicians. However, that's not the main reason for my coming to Prague. It's to teach you, dear MBA students, you, the future elite of the nation. You have chosen to study at UNYP, the leading business school in the country. You've worked hard, making a lot of sacrifices, spending many weekends in class and long hours in the evenings after a full day of work. And year after year, I've had some great students, as interesting and interested, so eager to learn, even courses that have wrongfully such a bad reputation like financial and managerial accounting. As I told you from the very beginning, this MBA program is not going to make you a specialist in anything, but it's going to make you a fantastic generalist. Fantastic generalist in business and in management. Whatever problem you will be faced with in your future business career, you will know the answer. And if you don't know the answer, you will know where to go and look for the answer. You are already or will be managers. And as I've told you many, many times, one of the main responsibilities of managers is to make decisions. And whatever decision you make in a company, in a business, that decision, whether it is production, engineering, finance, marketing, sales, human resources, that decision will have an impact on your balance sheet, on your income statement, and on your statement of cash flows. And as you know, cash is king. Voila. Okay. You've learned during your MBA studies, your marketing, your accounting and finance, organizational behavior, ethics, human resource strategy, IT, knowledge management, legal, and so on. All that will enable you to make sound, reasonable, and fruitful decisions. But dear students, although your MBA studies will have given you a wonderful, fantastic basis for your business career, you must remember that it is not enough to be successful. You need many other things. You need to know your strengths and weaknesses. You need to know what you want to do in life. What are the main values for you? You need to be creative and innovative. You need to be enthusiastic, to be able to be part of a team. You need to constantly learn, improve your knowledge, think positively, be constructive, be open-minded, learn foreign languages. Learn to become not only a manager, but a leader. Help others. Help them develop their qualities, their knowledge, their experience, their strengths. Always live according to some core values. First, integrity. And I'm sorry, Mr. Eric, when you talk about thieves and so on, I think that integrity is very, very important. Integrity which requires knowledge, ability, and character. Respect, have self-respect and show respect for the others. Passion, be passionate, be disciplined. Have fun in what you are doing. Be a hard worker. Demonstrate excellence and a winning spirit. And always remember that customers are your number one priority in your business life. But don't forget your personal life. Your health, your family, your friends, your beloved ones. I would like here to remind you the little story that I told you in class. You remember the lesson of philosophy where the professor at the end of the course took a glass jar and filled it in with pebbles. And he asked the students, is the jar full? And the students said yes. So he took a bag of gravel and he poured the gravel in the jar. And of course the gravel went through the pebbles, and he said, is the jar full? And the student said yes. So he took a bag of sand and he poured the sand in the jar, and he said, is the jar full? By then the students were wondering whether the jar was full or not. And then he took under his desk 2 bottles of beer, and he poured the beer in the jar, and of course the beer was absorbed by the sand. And he said, is the jar full? And the students said, yes, we think it is full now. So he said, yes, it is full. That jar is your life. The pebbles are the most important things in your life. The gravel is the other things. The main things, of course, is your health, your family, your career. The gravel represents your vacation, your car. And the sand represents going out to discos and stuff like that. Of course, you have to put the pebbles in the jar before you put anything else. You have to put in the jar that is your life the most important things first. Your health, your beloved ones, your family, your friends, and your career. And then you can put other things. But if you put the sand first, going out to discos and so on, you don't have room for the gravel and for the pebbles. He said, that was my little lesson of philosophy. And then one of the students said, yes, but sir, why did you pour the 2 bottles of beer in the jar? He said, oh, thank you for asking me that. Well, that proves that whatever your life, however full your life is, there's always room for a couple of beers. And especially Czech beer. Okay? Life is not always easy, but we only have one. So do everything to make it interesting, pleasant, productive, and joyful. Be happy in your business life, but also be happy in your personal life. If you are happy in your personal life, you'll be happy in your business life, and vice versa. Take care of yourselves, of each other, and of our planet. Congratulations, dear students, dear graduates. I was so pleased and proud to have you as my students. Good luck and be happy. I forgot something. I would like to introduce now William Pattison, who is responsible for the master's degree, the MBA degree at the University of New York in Prague. William Pattison.
Thank you, Paul. Thanks. Sorry. Okay. Hello, everyone. Okay, I'm not going to take up too much of your time. I know you're very excited to get out. I just wanted to say that the UNYP MBA program and the degree itself is a very prestigious and challenging experience, enabling current and future leaders to hone their management skills. I think you probably remember during our MBA orientation when I looked you in the eye and said, it's like joining the army. You need to dedicate yourself for the next 18 months to this, and you will become family together. You probably thought I was kidding. Okay, the importance of this program is threefold. First, gaining practical and strategic business knowledge. Second, those leadership abilities that Claude discussed. And third, the importance of networking and becoming family. The MBA is not an end in itself, but rather a means to an end. It gives one the ability to develop their career till its fullest potential, but at an accelerated pace. The class of 2012 is an amazing and diverse group of people who have worked and gone to school full-time for the last 18 months. Their dedication, hard work, and perseverance have made them especially ready to lead the businesses of tomorrow, today. And I'm extremely proud of each and every one of you. At this point, I would like to take the opportunity to recognize the outstanding student, our class valedictorian. Yaroslav, if you wouldn't mind joining us. So, I would like to, first of all, congratulate Yaroslav Čech, who is our MBA class valedictorian, and of course to congratulate all of you. So, please.
Thank you. When William Pattison, director of our MBA studies, told us at the beginning of our program that our classmates would become our family during the studies, I didn't believe him. During the year and a half of our study, it proved that William didn't exaggerate. The studies were very demanding and there was not much time for us to spend with our families and friends. We all should be proud of our success that brought us here today. But we would not have succeeded without the support from our wives and husbands, families, friends, companies we work for, and others. On behalf of all MBA students, let me thank all those people that made our success possible. And personally, from this place, I'd like to thank my wife for her continuous support. Someone smart in the past said that the path is the goal. Aiming at our goal, the MBA degree, we've traveled down a long and very interesting path. It was a difficult path indeed. We climbed the hills. Sometimes there were thorny bushes and sometimes it was raining. But mostly on the way, the sun was shining, the landscape along the path was beautiful, we shared our experiences, we had fun, and we learned a lot. And one of the most important things, we've met many people. Some of our classmates became our good friends, and I sincerely hope that we will remain friends for a long time. Walking the path of the MBA study, we've met very clever people who directed us on the path, helped us to recognize what was interesting along the way, and showed us new ways of looking at things. They also pushed us to climb the hills even if we were so tired that we thought we couldn't go on anymore. Those people were our professors, and a big thank belongs to them for their energy and passion to get us here today. Without exaggeration, I can say that our lives have changed dramatically during our study. We are looking at the world around us from a different perspective than before, having much more experience and knowledge. We've completed an important step in our professional life, and now it's up to us to utilize this new knowledge to our best ability. As I said, we've come a long way. Today is to celebrate our achievement and to thank all of you for helping us get here. Tomorrow, we need to find a new goal and a new path. I wish to all my fellow students all the success in their next journey. Thank you.
So thank you very much, Jaroslav Čech. Okay, and now we will have Claude Varley join us to provide the diplomas. Please, Claude.
The degree MBA in Project Management will be awarded to the following students. Maria Arshevskaya, Russia. Tomáš Bartek, Czech Republic. Thomas James Minier with honors, United States of America. The degree MBA in Management will be awarded to the following students. Jaroslav Čech with honors, Czech Republic. Jana Charvátová, Czech Republic. Iva Jungwirtová, Czech Republic. Tomáš Kostěnec, Czech Republic. Igor Krajčověch with honors, Slovakia. Petr Kubačka, Czech Republic. Arti Marko, Albania. Renata Mrázková, Czech Republic. Alan Neradný, Slovakia. Haidar Omais, Lebanon. Daniel Rybár, Slovakia. Daniela Steiner with honors, Romania. Sasha Vujanovic with honors, Serbia. MBA in Marketing will be awarded to the following students. Karmile Galstian, Armenia. Helena Hrdá, Czech Republic. Lenka Jedličková, Slovákia. Tomáš Kučera, Czech Republic. Rezarta Likaj, Albania. Jakub Jan Meisel, Poland. Gilles Ulever with honors, Switzerland. Martin Pavlíček, Czech Republic. Temur Rakimov, Tajikistan. Jekaterina Rasadina, Russia. Tuan An Vu, Vietnam. The degree MBA in Finance and Banking will be awarded to the following students. Ruby Dabar, India. Vladimir Gepa, Russia. Fabio Lembo, Italy. Daria Litvinova, Russia. Andrea Miková, Slovakia. Marie-José Ryan, Canada. Tibor Šturc with honors, Slovakia. Simona Valentová, Czech Republic. The degree MBA in Management of Information Systems will be awarded to the following students. Vladislav Deretic, Serbia. Jeffrey Alan Medeiros with honors, United States of America. Laumok Mayra Pananiban, Philippines. MBN in Human Resource Management, Dana Kaňová with honors, Czech Republic.
For 10 years now, the University of New York in Prague has been successfully offering a specialized master's degree in professional communications and public relations in cooperation with LaSalle University. It is with great pleasure that I invite Dr. Marianne Dainton, Director of Graduate Programs at LaSalle University, to give a graduation address.
Much like our earlier commencement speaker, I don't follow a whole lot of rules about how to give a commencement speech. So I'm going to do my best to blend a proper commencement speech with an acknowledgement of our students. So today, students, you will receive a master's degree in professional communication. As you have no doubt learned over the past 2 years, the challenges you have faced are not necessarily related to the complexity of the information you have learned, but the difficulties associated with actually putting those principles into practice. A LaSallian education is based on the simple premise that an educated person is not only a person who can think, but a person who can both think and do. The granting of this degree is evidence that you can think. I would like to implore you that as you go out into the world, you remain mindful of doing communication in as professional a manner as you can. In our first class, I talked to you about communication competence. Competent communicators are those that understand how to achieve their own goals, but also know how to adjust communication to be appropriate for the relationship, for the context, and for the culture. For many of you, that first class required a great deal of adjustment to an American style of education, a style in which it was appropriate for you to question and challenge the professor, a style in which you called her by her first name and perhaps had a beer or two after class, a style that believes that the classroom context is an important place to talk about your own beliefs, your own experiences, and your own difficulties. And a style that recognizes and embraces the vast cultural differences between being a Czech, being a Greek, being Afghani, being Thai, being German, being Slovak, being Swiss, being Kazakh, being Azerbaijani, and being American. Did I miss anybody? Good. Of course, being an excellent communicator is just one aspect of the degree. We want you to be an excellent professional communicator. And there are cultural differences in being a professional. But we'd like to instill in you the LaSallian version of being a professional, which means being accountable and taking responsibility. So for a hypothetical example, if something happens in a classroom and a student is uncomfortable with what happens in the classroom, It means apologizing for those actions and taking responsibility that somebody was uncomfortable, regardless of whether they objectively should have been or not by somebody else's cultural beliefs. Being a professional means being present and engaged in all your endeavors, which means that you shouldn't be Facebooking or texting in class, or at a business meeting, or now, for example. It means demonstrating leadership even when you don't have an official title and fostering a relationship of mutual respect. Clearly, there was a lot of serious business discussed in the program, but this is a celebration as well. And I come to you today not only with my own best wishes and the best wishes of the other faculty members that taught you from LaSalle, but also from the group of 5 US students who joined you for a class. And they begged of me to do something, and I hope you'll join me, because while I did grow up in New Jersey, I am not a Jersey Shore girl. But I was told that I had to give you a couple of fist pumps. Thank you. See, you all didn't do it, and some kind MBA person helped me out. Congratulations to you all. And now I have the great pleasure to introduce my co-director and colleague, and a person I cannot live without, Dr. Todd Nesbitt, Chair of the Communication Department.
Thank you, Marianne. For the last 3 years, Dr. Marianne Dainton has been instrumental in the smooth running of the Professional Communication and Public Relations program at UNYP. She's been a reliable partner in working to perfect by far the smoothest running and most open program I've ever had the opportunity to work on. Her speed and efficiency in communication are legendary, and her leadership and guidance to both students and faculty inspiring. Dr. Dainton will be taking on a new role at LaSalle in the coming months, and on behalf of all of us at UNYP, we'd like to send with her our sincere thanks for all she has done for the program. Now I have the pleasure to introduce the class valedictorian for the Professional Communication and Public Relations class of 2012. This class featured a diverse and engaging group of scholars that made many sacrifices to complete their master's degrees while juggling careers and very often busy family lives. The class valedictorian for the 2012 Professional Communication and Public Relations graduating class proved to be an expert juggler. The honored student is a person who very much represents the type of scholar that UNYP and LaSalle hope to attract: hardworking, diligent, respectful, and not afraid of a challenge. Ladies and gentlemen, I present you with one of Switzerland's finest scholars, Mrs. Barbara von Berghofer.
Dear classmates, dear graduates, dear professors, dear parents and friends, it's a great honor for me to have the opportunity to speak in front of you and to represent my classmate from the 2012 Professional Communication and Public Relations Master's Program, a program that goes beyond the academic and professional world to embrace the way we communicate as individuals in everyday life. So today is our graduation ceremony. As we have achieved a master's degree, it's not our first graduation ceremony, but still, it's an event we will remember all our lives and have good memories of. I guess we graduates all have the same feeling, a feeling our parents and friends probably share. We are proud of what we've achieved. We are proud, but also happy that this is over, and happy to look ahead to new projects. We are even prouder that the diploma we will receive today required a lot of work. Yes, the expectation of the joint program between the University of New York in Prague and LaSalle University were high, and the workload was important. In addition, all of us either had a job during the week or a family to look after, or both. Some of us also commuted from abroad to attend the courses. As a consequence, we all had some sleepless nights to finish preparing a presentation or writing a paper. But finally, we made it. This program was also an opportunity to meet new people. I'm sure we all remember the great parties we had, especially the one with our classmates from Philadelphia. Friendship is also what this education brought us, and we now have friends from many parts of the world. No less than 11 nationalities were represented in our small cohort, so we all learned a little about other cultures and other ways of living. Respecting our differences and coping with them is a challenge for the globalized world, and on a small scale, we experience and learn that as well. Now, let me first thank our professor, Dr. Denton, Dr. Texter, Dr. Nesbitt, and also Professor Pattison and all the others. We enjoyed the way they shared their knowledge and experience, while at the same time providing space for discussions and debates. Moreover, half of them came all the way from the US to teach in Prague, bringing with them the spirit of La Salle University and another open window to the world. I also would like to thank the administrative staff and especially Susanna, who through her kindness and efficiency was a great support to us. Last but not least, I would like to thank you, my classmates, for having made this master program such a good and unique experience. And thank you, parents and friends, for your support, without which the completion of the program would not have been possible. So now, dear graduates, let me wish you the best of luck in using what we've learned to start or continue your career, and also to improve the world around you through your everyday interactions. Thank you.
We will now continue with the conferring of the Professional Communication and Public Relations Master's degrees.
The degree Master of Arts in Professional Communication and Public Relations will be awarded to the following students. Kamila Bezděková, Czech Republic. Eva Hanková, Czech Republic. Indra Maria Hein, Germany. Anar Kakipur, Azerbaijan. Barbora Lejdarová, Czech Republic. Rachan Mai Nyam, Thailand. Mustafa Mohammad Sarwar, Afghanistan. Naz, Dorlu, Nazar, Germany. Tomáš Novák, Czech Republic. Zbyšek Panchartek, Czech Republic. Spiridon Tsolkas, Greece. Barbara Isabel von Burghofer with honors, Switzerland. Věra Závodijová, Slovakia.
In 2010, the University of New York in Prague has accepted the first students for the LLM in International and Commercial Law in cooperation with University of Greenwich. And today we have the great honor to graduate the first year of students from this very prestigious program. Dr. Athanasios Pandazopoulos, the program director, will now give a short address for the first graduate group.
Excellencies, President Foutsis, distinguished colleagues of the faculty and staff, graduates, and your families. We live in a time of many paradoxes. We live at a time of unprecedented technological progress, shortening distances, and incredible amounts of information. This time is also characterized by an unprecedented decline in human values and frequent violations of human rights. The family institution, which for centuries functioned as a safe haven from the difficulties of life, is also experiencing a deep crisis of identity and values. Increasingly, more young people cannot find appropriate role models in our society. Dear graduates, you have just graduated from one of the most interesting academic disciplines, and you will receive a degree in one of the most prestigious programs. The LLM in International and Commercial Law. You have a powerful tool in your hands which you can use to become successful and respected lawyers or legal consultants. The road to success is not always straightforward and cannot be measured by financial rewards only. Success is also measured by your commitment and success to make our society fairer and better. It does not make sense to only help those who we like or we feel sorry about. We should also help those who are truly in need of our help. For your efforts in providing assistance to others, you shouldn't always expect financial remunerations. Helping people from different cultures should not be confused with trying to convince them that our own culture is better. Let me finish my speech by quoting the late President Václav Havel in Czech, and I will translate it also into English. Smyslem zákona je služba spravedlnosti. Zákon a právo nejsou ničím jiným než trvale opakovaným, nikdy nekončícím a vždy jen nedokonalým pokusem člověka dobrat se spravedlnosti. The purpose of the law is the service of justice. Act and law are nothing more than a constant repeat, never-ending and always imperfect attempt of a human being to achieve justice. In fact, all of us here are counting on you, LLM graduates, to create a better and fairer world. Congratulations for your accomplishment. At this point, I would like to take this opportunity to introduce the valedictorian student from the LLM class of 2012, Kristina Helesitsova, and invite her to give a graduation address. Congratulations, Kristina.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Prior to presenting my speech, I would like to express how honored I am to stand here in front of you at today's graduation ceremony as being one of those who successfully concluded an important phase in their academic development and represent the LLM class, which commenced in autumn 2010 and terminated in the middle of August 2011 by submitting our dissertations. Completing the LLM program required a full commitment, determination, and sometimes self-denials and personal sacrifice. Some of us worked at the same time and then dedicated the weekends to classes instead of being at home with their families. Often we had to cooperate all together and even be creative. We all contributed and learned from each other, and this is what teamwork is all about. We will find ourselves in similar situations in the future, so the time spent at the university has not been wasted. On the other hand, even the toughest tasks didn't make us lose our sense of humor. It's been a valuable experience to work with my fellow colleagues. Interestingly, no matter how old you are, by the moment you get to class, you become a student again in the right sense. What I mean is that you will not avoid disturbing and giggling no matter how hard you try. And if you are asking whether we were, in spite of our majority, trifling with morale in our class, then I have to say honestly, of course we were. Now is the time to say the magic words, thank you, on behalf of my fellow colleagues. I would like to thank our professors and our dissertation supervisors who used their best endeavors to point us to the correct direction. I would like to thank also the university staff who have always been there for us, willing to provide their help and advice when we need it. It is vital to thank even to those who initially did not believe in us, in our ability to achieve our goals, because their challenge made us work harder with more diligence. My dearest thank you belongs mainly to those people who supported us by all different means, to our family members, our parents and partners for their patience with us in times the stress and threatening deadlines becoming due were taking over us. Let me take this opportunity to thank my parents for who I am and for who I can become. I'm grateful for their love and support without which I wouldn't have come so far. After many years of studying, I've realized how important education is. If you have a vision of what you want to do in your life and you feel sufficient passion and determination, go for it. Don't let anyone to discourage you, because if you love your profession, you can reach great achievements. This moment is a major step in our life, and it is up to us whether and how we will use this newly acquired experience and knowledge effectively. If you enjoy learning new things, and if studying fulfills you, do study, because education is one of the very few precious assets that no one can take away from you. I believe and hope that your family members are as proud of you as we are now legitimately entitled to be proud of ourselves. I wish you all good luck in your future and in your career. Enjoy the rest of the ceremony. Thank you very much.
We will now continue our ceremony with the conferring of LLM degrees. They will be awarded by Professor Simon Jarvis, Deputy Vice Chancellor of the University of Greenwich.
The degree LLM in International and Commercial Law will be awarded to the following students. Pier Paolo De Visio, Italy. Thi Hai Hado, Vietnam. Kristina Helešicová with honors, Czech Republic. Pierluigi Nudo, Italy. Tomáš Zach, Czech Republic.
Can the class of LLMs please rise? In the powers vested in me as Deputy Vice-Chancellor of the University of Greenwich, I confer upon you the award of the LLM. Congratulations. I would also like to take this opportunity to ask all of the graduates to stand. You can see I also don't follow standard protocol. And for you to really raise your heads and to thank you and to say thanks to all those who have supported you in your studies, whether it's 1 year, 3 years or 4 years, to all those who are here today. Congratulations and thank you. You can sit down now. I'm also moved to say one final word. Universities are about transforming people. They're also about values. And as we stand here in Prague and we think about the history of Czechoslovakia, I hope that what you may have heard today, you will remember that there are some values that I think none of us should forget. The values of honesty, of integrity, and of truth at this time in our world must continue and stand out. And I hope that all of those graduating today will remember those, because without those values, this will be a very much poorer world. Thank you.
Today you have heard from several honored students in the different study programs of the University of New York in Prague. There is another group of students, however, who have also excelled in their studies at the university. You may notice that there are 20 bachelor's students, 10 MBA students, and 2 master students wearing golden tassels today. These students have achieved excellent study results within their respective programs. I would like to ask these students, only these students, are honored with a golden tassel to stand. Thank you. The future belongs to those who prepare for it. This has been the guiding philosophy of the president and founder of the University of New York in Prague, Mr. Elias Futsis. Mr. Futsis began his career in higher education because of a personal belief that offering international educational opportunities to young people not only strengthens the links among nations, but facilitates in a peaceful and constructive way the mutual understanding among people. 24 years ago, in 1988, he founded the New York College in Athens, Greece. And 14 years ago, in 1998, the University of New York in Prague was also established. The New York College Educational Group has also expanded to include campuses in Tirana, in Albania, in Thessaloniki, in Greece, in Belgrade, in Serbia, and always the leading force behind these efforts was and continues to be Mr. Elias Futsis. His vision of education which transcends borders, cultures, and language, together with his innovative spirit, have brought education opportunities to thousands of people around the world. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Futsis.
We're full of feelings this evening. Whenever I speak with my lawyer. Εξοχότατοι Πριτάνης, ακαδημαϊκό προσωπικό, γονείς, υποψήφοι, διακεκριμένοι καλεσμένοι.
Excellencies, deans, faculty, parents, candidates, distinguished guests.
Με μεγάλη χαρά συγκεντρωθήκαμε εδώ σήμερα για να γιορτάσουμε την ολοκλήρωση των σπουδών που προσφέρονται στο University of New York in Prague.
It is with great pleasure that we have gathered here today to celebrate the completion of your degrees offered by University of New York in Prague.
Αισθάνομαι την ανάγκη να απευθύνω μερικά λόγια στους αποφύτους.
I feel the need to address a few words to our graduates.
Αγαπητοί απόφοιτοι, θέλω να συγχαρώ που αποδείξατε στους εαυτούς σας, στις οικογένειές σας, αλλά και στους φίλους σας, ότι μπορείτε να επιτύχετε τους στόχους σας.
Dear graduates, I congratulate you all for having proven to yourselves, to your families and your friends that you have been able to achieve your goals.
Είμαι σίγουρος ότι με την ίδια αίσθηση ευθύνης, αφοσίωσης, ενθουσιασμού και προσπάθειας θα κατορθώσετε σπουδαία επιτεύγματα και με την προσωπική σας διάκριση στον χώρο που θα επιλέξετε για την επαγγελματική σας σταδιοδρομία θα συμβάλλετε και στην ευημερία της χώρας σας.
I am sure that with the same sense of responsibility, dedication, enthusiasm and effort, you will attain great achievements, and by distinguishing yourselves in your chosen field of professional career, you will contribute to the welfare of your country.
Ο επιχειρηματικός κόσμος θα σας υποδεχθεί ως αποφύτους παγκοσμίως ανεγνωρισμένων ακαδημαϊκών ιδρυμάτων και θα σας προσφέρει πολλές ευκαιρίες για επαγγελματική σταδιοδρομία και προσωπική εξέλιξη. Παρ' όλα αυτά, δεν πρέπει να ξεχνάτε ότι το εργασιακό περιβάλλον είναι πάρα πολύ ανταγωνιστικό.
The business world is going to accept you as graduates of world-recognized academic institutions and will offer you many opportunities for career and personal development. However, you must not forget that the work environment is highly competitive.
Το γεγονός ότι είστε απόφοιτοι του University of New York in Prague και των συνεργαζομένων με αυτό πανεπιστημίων σας εξοπλίζει με γνώση, εμπειρία, ήθος και κοινωνικές αρχές, τα οποία θα σας επιστρέψουν να αντιμετωπίσετε επιτυχώς τις όποιες δυσκολίες ή διλήμματα μπορεί να παρουσιαστούν στο εργασιακό σας περιβάλλον. Ο συνδυασμός ικανοτήτων και γνώσης είναι που σας κάνει νικητές.
Indeed, being graduates of University of New York in Prague and its partner universities, you are very well equipped with knowledge, experience, moral and social principles, which will allow you to face successfully any difficulties you might encounter in your work environment. It is this combination of skills and knowledge that will make you winners.
Ο κόσμος έχει υποστεί τη μεγαλύτερη παγκόσμια οικονομική κρίση τα τελευταία χρόνια και η κρίση στην Ευρωζώνη έχει παρασύρει την παγκόσμια ανάκαμψη. Διακυβερνητικοί οργανισμοί όπως ο ΟΣΑ, η Ευρωπαϊκή Ένωση και η Παγκόσμια Τράπεζα συμφωνούν ότι σε περίοδους κρίσης η ζήτηση για την πανεπιστημιακή εκπαίδευση θα είναι ψηλότερη από ποτέ. Οι επενδύσεις σε ανθρώπινο κεφάλαιο θα συμβάλλουν στην ανάκαμψη. Έχει αποδειχθεί ότι η πανεπιστημιακή εκπαίδευση ανταμείβει με υψηλότερους μισθούς, καλύτερη υγεία και θωρακίζει απέναντι στην ανεργία. Συνεπώς η επένδυση στην εκπαίδευση είναι μια σταθερή αξία.
The world has been undergoing the biggest global economic slowdown for a few years now, and the Eurozone crisis has dragged down the global recovery. Intergovernmental organizations such as the OECD, the European Union and World Bank agree that in times of crisis, demand for university education will be higher than ever. Investments in human capital will contribute to recovery. It has been proved that university education pays back through higher salaries, better health, and less vulnerability to unemployment. Therefore, investment in education is a solid investment.
Η φιλοδοξία μας είναι να σας προσφέρουμε την γνώση και την εμπειρία της πολυπολιτισμικής εκπαίδευσης που θα σας επιτρέψει να επιτύχετε σε αυτό το νέο παγκοσμιοποιημένο περιβάλλον. Το πτυχίο που λαμβάνετε σήμερα θα είναι το διαβατήριό σας στην επιτυχία. Ο ενθουσιασμός σας, η σκληρή δουλειά και οι καινοτομικές ιδέες θα είναι ο ακρογωνιαίος λίθος της επιτυχίας σας.
Our ambition is to offer you the knowledge and the experience of a multicultural education that will allow you to succeed in the current globalized environment. The degree you receive today will be your passport to success. Your enthusiasm, hard work and innovative ideas will be the cornerstone of your success.
Δεν πρέπει να ξεχνάτε ότι η μόρφωση είναι σαν την κοπηλασία, ενάντια στο ρεύμα ενός ποταμού. Εάν σταματήσεις να κοπηλατείς, το ρεύμα θα σε παρασύρει.
You must not forget that learning is like rowing against the current of a river. If you stop rowing, you find yourself carried backwards by the flow.
Θέλω να ευχαριστήσω τους ακούραστους συνεργάτες μου, το ακαδημαϊκό και διοικητικό προσωπικό του UNYP, το SUNY Empire State College, το LaSalle University, το UNYP University και το University of Greenwich για την καθοδήγηση και την υποστήριξή τους.
I wish to thank my tireless colleagues, the faculty, the administrative staff of UNYP, SUNY Empire State College, LaSalle University, IUKB, University of Greenwich, and Bolton University for their guidance and support.
Τέλος, επειδή θεωρώ πάρα πολύ σημαντικό το χειροκρότημα προς τους γονείς σας, θα ήθελα ξανά να κλείσουμε με ένα ακόμα χειροκρότημα προς τους γονείς σας και τους φίλους σας που σας υποστήριξαν και τις θυσίες που έκαναν για σας.
Finally, I would like to ask our graduates to stand up, turn towards their families, and
because
thank
it's
them
the most important for your life and is more important to finish with this way.
and thank them for their support and their sacrifices with a big round of applause.
Please be seated. Please be seated for a second. Something that we had promised our graduates is that today they're going to stand up and sit down several times, and I think that we're keeping up to our promises. I would like to say just a couple of words. I know that the last few years have been a time of deadlines, quite some frustration, and inevitably a lot of hard work for our graduates. And you have achieved a lot by making it here, and we're all very proud of you. Your families, the faculty, the staff, the members of the university are all very proud that you have made it. And now I think it's time for celebration, and it's probably the time that you have been waiting for. And I would like, and I promise that it's for the last time, I would like to promise, last time, all of you to stand up, just our graduates. It is time now to fulfill a tradition that we at the University of New York in Prague share with many other American universities. You can now move your tassel from the right side to the left side of your caps. You Thank you. You are officially graduates, and as you know, class of 2012, get ready. Congratulations. Up. Todd. Wait.
Have your attention, please. We ask the parents in the back to please be seated for the academic recession. After the graduates have left the room, please proceed to the ground floor for those couple of harmless beers that Professor Varley was talking about earlier. And the graduates will meet you downstairs after the group photos. Yeah? Right. Prosím, posaďte se během odchodu absolventů a po jejich odchodu prosím pokračujete do přízemí na recepci. Absolventi si s vámi sejdou v přízemí po společném fotografování. Děkuji.
Graduates, please stand for the procession.